now, sir?
I think it is 6 o'clock. So
Yes,
I
sir.
think we shall start.
Yes, sir.
Please, welcome, madam. You can please begin.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Good morning to all. So today we'll be going to discuss about accounting standard, half accounting standards in our first session, and second session balance accounting standard and final books of accounts and few question answers. Okay, with descriptive or problem solving questions. Okay, this will complete our accounting question. Okay, so what do you mean by accounting standard? So since we have all the principle conventions and even journal entries, ledgers also. So why they have what introduced accounting standard to us? Please give the answer in chat box. Standards are set by ICI. Okay. Uniformity, regulations. Any other? Proper accounts, financial reporting. So accuracy, even in double entry system, will get the accuracy. Why do we need accounting standard necessarily? So if you talk about universal standard of for accounting means only India is following accounting standard, whereas other than other countries, IFRS they are following. Where instead of historical basis, you will be following on fair value basis. Uniformity, yes. How transactions and events are to be recorded, yes, sir. Financial reporting, maintaining proper books of accounts. Okay. Any other answer? Guidance, yes. So, as this year I had followed my inventory in FIFO method, first in, first out. So next year I thought FIFO is not useful. So I will start following weighted average. So without even disclosing, if I be changing my accounting standards, whether FIFO or LIFO, then there will be a discrepancy. And even I can't even compare the financials for 2 years also. Uniformity, yes. Any other? Better understanding the financial reporting. Yes. So we will start with our accounting standard. Yeah. As everyone told, so first our accounting standards, they are in written version, they are in written policies, documents issued by experts, expert accounting bodies or government, regulatory, covering the aspects of the recognition, measuring, treatment, presentation, and disclosure of accounting transactions. Okay, so certain transactions we need to disclose. Okay, in the financial statements. Okay, these are developed by accounting standard board. Okay, but issued by ICAI. So why the accounting standard? What is the major objective of the accounting standard is standardize the diverse accounting policies. Okay. So if X person is following one accounting standard and Y person is following different accounting standard. So there you can't do the comparison. Okay. So for that purpose, we are accounting standard is being introduced and to eliminate extent possible of non-comparabilities with the financial statement and add reliability of the financial statement with high degree of acceptance. Okay. So one more question. So who's liable liable or responsible for to prepare and follow the accounting standard? Slide is not visible. Slide is visible. Yes. Auditor. Why every auditor is responsible?
Yes, auditor is alone responsible for everything.
If something happens, also auditor is responsible
Not
because he didn't
CA, not
follow accounting
accountant.
standard.
Yeah.
Volume is low, uh, accounting, audit reporting, everything will be done by audit side. But when if it comes in large size or mid size, who is responsible? Accountant. Okay, if I say private limited company, Even small private limited companies are there. Accountant and a company. Okay. So accountant will be changing. Who have to look over that? Whether they're following or not. Directors, I guess. Yes, management, business firm, individual and management board. Okay. So, so as per our Companies Act of Old Companies Act 1956 and even in New Companies Act also it's applicable. Directors are responsible, okay, and they have to mention in their statement, director's responsibility statement include that preparation of annual accounts is applicable, accounting standards has been followed along with a proper explanation and not the auditors. Auditor will review, will check and will give the opinion or the report if mandatory standards have been complied. Okay. Auditor will give only the report opinion. He doesn't do anything else. He doesn't pass even a single entry in your books of accounts. Okay. And the sole responsibility lies on directors. Okay. Clear? Yes. Accounts department. So in accounts department, you'll have an hierarchy. They should have a knowledge of accounting standards to be followed. Okay. So next, what type of disclosures do we need to do? Answers for disclosure of accounting standards. Give any scenario where disclosure is mandatory. Please, ICDS. ICDS will come in income tax. Change in depreciation methods. Yes. So I'm asking only the disclosures in perspective of preparation of financial report, financial statements. Okay. Please don't go for income tax, method of accounting, profit and loss. Profit and loss will come in statement. What disclosure? Any materiality? Okay. Stock, adoption of cost. Okay. So my first question is, so I've seen in 2018-19, and fraud had occurred, okay, where there was a misuse of fund of 5 lakhs, okay, that was identified in financial year 2022-23. Until 22-23, you have not identified the fraud happened in 2018-19. In that case, in my financials, 22-23, do I need to give the disclosure? Yes. Okay. Yes. As per AS5, credit period item, if any changes or any effects which we do to our financials, okay, and which has occurred in previous years, those effects can be given. Okay. Okay. So, I was in the business of clothing business, okay, for 5 years. So suddenly I got an idea. Okay, first, two scenarios I'll give. First, I was in only clothing business. So I got to know that my other person, one more business is very profitable. So I started with kids clothing and women clothing. Once initially only men clothing was there. Now kids and women clothing, women clothing also I started in my business. In this case, do I need to give disclosure? No. Same line of business? No. So end to end in one store only I'm giving to everyone. Yes, no need. So if had a clothing business, so I started with another provision store. So provision store. So second scenario, have a business. I started with another business under the same pan provision store. Yes, provision store should be disclosed. Any new in a going concern, there should be a consistency because I'll not have any comparability also. Okay, I need to disclose. Yes. So I saw the provision store is more profitable than clothing store. So I closed my clothing store. Disclosure is required? Yes. Even it's a one person, I mean, individual or a private limited company, there should be a mandatory disclosure because your profit percentage also will get vary. So since last year you were in a clothing business, you had around 10% profit. Say in provision store you have a 20% profit. Why there is a hike? There is no consistency in your profit also. Okay. Yes. So previously I had an my what I had a I was a private limited company. Okay, I have took over a company. In that case, disclosure is required. Another company made as a subsidiary company. Yes, yes. So any changes. So for compatibility and easy understanding of a financial statement, disclosure is mandatory. If any changes from previous year to next year, any changes we are doing, disclosure is mandatory. So our fundamental accounting assumption is going concern. So your going concern, consistency, accrual basis. Okay, and our accounting standard gives us that we need to follow accrual basis of system. Okay, now example in revenue, even I sell on cash basis or credit basis. If the sale has happened in this current month, then the sale will be realized in this current month, not when the amount is realized. Okay. Then what are the considerations to be kept? Prudence, substance over form, and materiality. Okay. So second, we'll be going for valuation of inventory. Okay. So the stock, which are the stocks included? Inventory includes held for sale in a normal course. Stock, finished goods, work in progress. Work in progress where the raw materials process, okay, and output, or raw material is sent to job worker. So this process also, so these also will be included in my inventory. And raw material which is consumed during the production process or rendering the services, including consumables stores. Okay, so consumables will is not what capitalized. Okay, as and when used, it will be charged to the P&L and it will be accounted under inventory item. Okay, not applicable work in progress arising under construction contract. So this is a separate accounting standard. Okay, work in progress of service provider, financial instruments held in stock in trade, that is shares. Okay, so producer inventories like livestock, agriculture, forest products, mineral oils, etc. Okay, these are not included, but there are few changes are going taken place regarding the producer inventories. Okay, still notification has not come. Okay, until then, these are the items which are not included in our inventory. Okay. Next, the stock will be realized either cost or net realizable value, whichever is lower. So, cost of inventory, which are the costs we will take? Purchase cost, conversion cost, your variable overhead, labor overhead, and any other expenses, other costs which are incurred in bringing the inventory to their present location. Okay, freight charges. Okay, that will be our cost of inventory. Okay, if it comes in cost of purchase, the cost of purchase for the inventory includes the duties. So include duties except those which are subsequently recoverable from the tax authorities. Example, my input credit. If my, as per GST, if my output is taxable. Okay, I can claim input in certain cases. Okay, whereas if my output is exempt, but I'm purchasing my raw materials where the input credit is available, in that case, I can't avail the credit. So that will become my cost to the company. Okay. And freight inward, other expenditure which is directly attributable to the purchase, trade discounts, rebates, duty drawback, and other similar items are deducted, determining the cost of purchase. Okay. So in inventories, accounting disclosure is accounting policies adopted, whether LIFO, last in, first out, FIFO, first in, first out, or weighted average. Okay. Cost formula used. Okay. Then classification of inventory such as in finished goods, raw material, work in progress, and stores and spares, etc. Okay. These disclosures are mandatory. Okay. So on this accounting standard, can we have one small question? So one question. Question number 4. Can you please solve on this question number 4 answer for part A? The most common example of exercise of students. Okay. Valuing the inventory at lower of the cost and net realizable value. Okay. Suppose a trader has purchased 500 units of certain article at 10 per unit. He sold 400 articles. Okay. So at 15 rupees per unit. Calculate the profit if the net realizable value per unit of unsold article is 15 rupees. Case 1. Case 2 if it is 8 rupees. So I have purchased the article at the price 10 rupees. So case 1 and case 2. What would be the answer for case 1? 600. Okay. Okay. In case 1, do I calculate my what inventory at cost or NRV? Case 1. So I have sold articles at, so how much I've sold? 400 units. Okay. So 400 into 15, right? 1 second. 2000. Okay. 800. B 800. Okay. Yes. So first I will decide where at what price I can what value my inventory, closing stock. So 500 units I have purchased, in that 400 I sold, balance it 100 units. Okay. In my case number 1, my cost per unit is 10 rupees. NRV is 15 rupees. So cost or NRV, whichever is less. So I will be valuing my inventory at 10 rupees. Whereas in case number 2, my cost is 10, but my NRV, net realizable value of that particular inventory is 8. So in this case, so I'll be valuing that NRV 8 rupees. Okay. Clear? Yes. Next. So what is, so everything is like everything you know. Okay. So cash flow statement is one presentation. Okay. What is cash flow statement? In a simpler language. What is cash flow statement? Simpler language. Movement of cash flows. Inflow, outflow. Yes, sir. All credit and debit. So I'm not going for any transactions, ma'am. See, if I'm a shareholder or any outside person who don't have the knowledge of debit and credit, in a simpler terms, cash receipt and cash payment, yes. Cash inflow and cash outflow. Cash transactions only, yes. Sir, you're right, sir. We don't accept non-cash transactions. Only cash transactions, yes. Day to day, not day to day, on a one financial year and altogether whole amount. Okay. So what I'll do. So accounts people know about debit and credit, whereas non-accounts they would not know. Okay. In that case, we will have three branches. First, operation. Next, investment. Next is finance. Okay. What are the inflow or outflow from these? Each activities will be taken and the net balances should match. Okay. So opening balance that will be 31st, as of 31st March 2022, say. Okay. The amount, so inflow from operation, inflow from investment, inflow or outflow. If it's outflow negative, then closing as per 31st March 2023. This balances should match. Okay. So what do you mean by operational activities? I need the answer. Chat box. Since everyone knows, but only it has put in accounting standards, day-to-day transaction, okay, trading, operational, purchase, sale, expenditure. Yes, it will be literally related to your P&L item. Operation is literally your P&L item. I'm not going for your capital expenditure. All trade transactions. So, uh, what amount received from my trade receivables? Current asset. Current asset. Trade receivables. Okay. Amount paid to my vendor. Right. That is your working capital. Day-to-day transactions. Okay. Then cash payment made for salary payment or your electricity, monthly standing expenses. That will be your operational. What about investment expenses? Investment cash flow from main business activities operation. Yes, main business activity. Yeah, all overheads is loans. Investment. I'm not asking about finance. I'm asking about investment. Investment, investing. Cash deposited towards RD. Yes. So my future expectation or inflow from that amount. Purchase of fixed assets. Yes. Investment in assets. Yes. Or acquisition of any business. Acquisition of any business also will be my investments. Bank deposits. Yes. Where where I receive the returns. Yes. Like interest, dividend, shares. Yes, sir. Stock. Yes. Investment to firms. Yes. This is my investments. What about finance? What about finance? Finance, loans from bank. Can I raise from equity, debt, other current liability, such as debt from others? Yes. Debentures? Yes. Where my composition or size of the equity gets changed. Finance. So I'm receiving the fresh capital in order to invest in my fixed assets. Okay. Secured and unsecured loan. Yes. Housing loan. No, I'm not talking about personal company. Sundry creditors. No. Sundry creditors and debtors, they are in working capital, operational, day to day. Realizing of sundry debtors also operational. They'll be realized within a year, right? Or even next year also. Unsecured loans, yes. So it is applicable to all three levels. So first level, so there are three levels usually when implementation of accounting standard. Large corporates, corporates, and small companies. The accounting standard initially it was implemented in level wise. Okay, but uh, cash flow system is mandatory if your turnover exceeds 50 crores. Okay, so types of activities: operating activity, investing activity, and financial activities. Okay. And in operating activities, cash received from a sale of goods. I'm saying cash received. I'm not speaking about credit. Okay. As and when realized, your debtors, okay, when you realize your debtors, here it will come. Okay. Not your sale. This is cash flow statement. Cash flow statement is replica to your receipt and payment account. Okay. First, cash, opening balance of cash and cash equivalent. Cash equivalent means bank account, liquid cash. Okay. Cash received in the form of fees, royalty, commission, various other revenue forms. Okay. Cash, cash paid to the supplier as and when paid. Accrued concept does not apply here. Cash flow arising from tax on income should be separately disclosed. Okay, and should be classified as cash flow from operating activities. So, when you're paying income tax, so income tax is paid only on your operational income, right? On your net profit. So, that is on day-to-day operations. In such case, first you'll calculate your operational activity. Okay. Then next, minus tax, income tax, which is borne. Okay. Then net cash inflow from operational activities. Next, investing. As everyone told, cash paid for acquiring a fixed asset, cash received from disposal of fixed assets, disposal, sale of fixed assets, sale of plant and machinery, or you say sale of investments such as shares which were kept on long term, cash paid on acquiring shares, warrants, debts, instruments. Okay, where I have made investment. Okay, cash paid. Okay, not the finance. For my company, to run my company, I'm not what receiving the fund where I'm making the investments. Okay, finance activity, cash received from issue of shares or other similar securities, cash received from issuing loans, debentures, bonds, notes, or other short-term or long-term borrowings, cash repaid. Cash repaid on borrowings. Okay. Don't get confused between investment and finance. Okay. Finance means you are getting the funds or you are repaying the funds. Okay. For your company. Yeah, received. See, the term cash here it includes both cash and cash equivalent. Bank also. Amount does not necessarily should be received in cash. Okay. And cash and bank both includes. Yeah, secured and unsecured loans received for the business purpose will be under finance activity. I'm not investing. Okay. So cash flow from operation, two methods you can follow. One, direct method where all major classes of cash receipts and payments, actual receipts or payments are present. Another method is you'll have your net profit. So from net profit, you need to give the effects. For non-cash transaction such as accrued expenses, where outstanding expenses which are not paid, depreciation, deferred tax asset or liability has been created, provisions made, those effects should be given accrued or deferral to of future of past operating expenses, any expenses or income relating to financing or investing cash flows are debited to P&L that you need to add back. Okay, these are the two methods in which operational you can find what operational activities. Clear? So we are done with disclosure, accounting disclosure. Second, inventories. So inventory will be valued at cost or NRV, whichever is lower. Then next is cash flow statement. Cash flow statement or the cash inflow under three activities majorly. One, operating, financing, and investing. Okay. So what do you mean by contingent event, contingency and events occurring after balance sheet date? So can anyone tell me what is the contingency event? Example. We'll go for better understanding only with examples. Example for contingency event: unexpected expenses, loss on fire, okay. Staff welfare, yes. Notices, okay. Demand, yes. Loss on trade receivables, okay. Fire and other bad debts, unexpected loss, penalties, demands, warranties, okay. Expired goods, okay. Dividends payable to shareholders, provisional expenses, okay. Staff welfare, bonus, contingency? No. So what is contingency? Whether the event will happen or no. So Mr. Ram had filed a suit against the company. Okay. But company is sure that they will win. But one small evidence made to lose the case. Legal obligations by the court to affect the event. So, so here two cases. Mr. Ram sold goods to Mr. Balram of worth rupees 5 lakhs. Okay. First event. Ram became sure that Balram paid only 2 lakhs to the goods and absconded. Absconded. Okay. Absconded. So second situation. There was a defect in the goods, but Ram sold to Balram without communicating, without communication. So in my first case, is it a contingent event? After the 31st March, I got to know that person had paid only 2 lakhs. So 3 lakhs, he didn't pay and he's abscond. He's nowhere. So in that case, do I need to do the any adjustments? Is it an adjustment entry? Yes. Okay. Yes. 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 What about second case? There was a defect in the goods, but Mr. Baran knew that there is a defect, but he sold to the Balram. From that, he had a side effects. So in that case, Balram will sue against the Ram, against the Ram, and he need to pay some monetary claim, right? Yeah, already known in second case. So there will be an happening of the event. He need to make, so at least if we don't know what is the value, there should be a disclosure that. Okay. Okay. So one more case, if I give that, the goods was very proper, but I told to the Ram, see, give me the best goods, give me the best foods. Since I have a throat infection, I need the water bottle which provides me at least 8 to 10 hours of hot water, warm water in my bottle. So, but no, even giving the condition that the water bottle should keep my water warm, Ram gave the wrong bottle. In that case, the customer sued against the Ram. Okay. Even the product is good. That case, disclosure is required. Yes, there should be a disclosure. Why no? I had a condition. It should be my water bottle should be what should give me at least 8 to 10 hours of hot water. But he gave me a wrong product. He had sold. So product is good, but it is not as per my specification. But I have sued against the Ram. Yes, good ma'am. Yogeshwari ma'am, it's correct ma'am. In that case, I can file a case against the Ram, right? Yes. So AS4 deals with the contingency event occurring after the balance sheet date, happening or non-happening of the event. Okay. Example warrants. Okay. Or food coupons. Food coupons will give during the COVID time. So instead of food which was served in the company, they had issued the food coupons to the employees. Two employees have used, but few employees have not used and it has got expired. Okay. Whether it happen or no, there would be a time period of those food coupons also. So based on past month events, we can make the provisions. Okay. Events which occur after balance sheet date, bad debts, the following that might result in the contingencies excluded from the scope of AS4. Okay, like liabilities of a general insurance enterprises. So, insurance company follow different accounting standards, and life insurance, which arise from the insurance policies, they have a separate set of accounting standards. A commitment which arises from the long-term lease contracts, like lease, operating lease, finance lease. Okay. Finance and operating, which will be studying separately. Obligation under retirement benefits. Okay. Gratuity, employee welfare. Okay. These are excluded from AS4. So one is if it's an adjusting event, I will adjust and make the provision in my P&L. If it's a non-adjusting event, I'll give a disclosure. Okay. So next is AS5, where net profit or loss for the period item, changes in the accounting estimates. Okay. So period item, extraordinary items, and certain specific item with respect to profit and loss from the ordinary activities has been included. The standard also describes the treatment of changes. Okay, changes in accounting estimates and the disclosures to be made on the accounts of such changes. The standard does not deal with tax implication. Okay, on account of such changes is mentioned above. Okay, the standard coverages ordinary in the ordinary activities and ordinary but exceptional activities exceptional, some activities which is not during the course of what business, those should be done separate disclosure. Like example, restructuring of books of accounts. Okay, so last year like some other person, an person had done the accounting and auditing where I had many discrepancies. So what he had done, this is real. So trade receivables are my debit balance. Trade payables are my credit balance. Right? Usually scenario is my trade receivables are debit balance, trade payables are my credit balance. So what he has done, instead of so my usual manner is my trade receivables are debit balance, trade payables are credit balance. Okay. While accounting, he has accounted only the bank statement, and they had a separate billing software. So he used to file the returns as per the billing software. He has not done any ledger balancing. So when you have accounted only the bank statement, my debtors are showing my debtors are showing credit balance. My uh, creditors are showing debit balance. In this case, he swapped the balances in order to match the balance sheet, and he had given the balance sheet. So after scrutinizing the balance sheet, we got to know there is n number of discrepancies in our balance sheet. So in that case, exceptional case, so next year we have opened the prior period item account ledger. Okay, this will get nullified. Why? Because your balance sheet has been matched. Okay, this will nullify, okay, whatever the adjustments we had made, and we have tracked the all the debtors and creditors, and we created at the 1st of April, we passed the all the entries matched, and we gave the disclosure for particular changes. So that disclosure is mandatory, and any changes that can be done is under AS 5. Clear? An extraordinary item, credit period item, accounting estimates, policies. So I had followed initially without knowing LIFO, last in first out. Okay. Then I got to know my whatever the items which I have received is getting expired, which I've received initially. So then I've changed to first in first out. That time disclosure and the differences should be debited to my P&L. Okay. So coming to my construction contract, it comes in two types. One, fixed price. Okay. So bidding will go in government bidding. So they say for construction of road, the tender is called for, say for 10 CL. Whatever, whether you can bid more or less. The tender or the contract price is fixed. One more example is cost plus contract, where whatever the materials which you have purchased plus certain percentage of profit will be given. Okay, fluctuating. Okay, so that is fixed contract is a construction contract in which contractors agrees a fixed contract price or a fixed rate per unit of output. However, in some cases, the contract is subject to escalation cost. Escalation cost where they'll put if the material cost, if the example cement price has been increased. Okay. In that case, I can put an escalation cost. Okay. Cost, labor cost. Okay. Cost plus contract. It is a construction contract in which contractor is compensated for any allowables or other defined cost plus percentage. Cost plus percentage of these cost are fixed fee. Okay, usually for calculation of percentage of completion, cost incurred till date. Okay, into 100 divided by cost incurred plus estimated cost. Okay, estimated cost that would be incurred. We will calculate the percentage of completion, then realization of money. Okay, example, if I've received 10 lakhs, if the contract price is 10 lakhs, okay, I've received the payment of say 2 lakhs. That's it. So I've completed the portion of 50%. 50% of contract I've completed means I can realize up to 5 lakhs. Contract price is 10 lakhs, but I've completed only the portion of 50%. 5 lakhs per revenue I can realize in this case. Outstanding I can create as 3 lakhs balance. Okay, clear? So in GST, we'll discuss about GST with percentage, but examples I'm saying, okay? Provision for exceptional loss, okay? Where when it is a probable that contract cost will exceed my total cost revenue, the expected loss should be recognized as an expenses immediately. Okay. Nowadays, due to competition, okay. So during the time of bidding for a government contract, we try to bid at lower cost. Okay. But my raw materials has been increased, my labor cost has been increased. Okay. Due to this, my construction cost will increase. Okay, construction cost will increase. If I bid for 10 lakhs, but the cost only is coming for 12 lakhs, then 2 lakhs immediately I need to what create and provisional expenses as 2 lakhs. Because I know due to increase in labor cost, there will be a loss, exceptional losses. Okay. So next, we are going for revenue recognition. Okay. In revenue recognition, what all will come? Recognition of revenue arising in the course of ordinary course of activities, which includes sale of goods, services, or the use by other enterprise resources yielding interest. My investment activities, interest, dividend. Okay. So one example I'll give. If if I have received from Jan to June, the in say the interest of 6,000. Okay, my year end is 31st March. So how much do I realize my interest as of 31st March? 3. Yes, interest should be allocated over the period of 6 months. Yes, 3,000. Yes. Same in the case of royalty also. If you are receiving the royalty on month or between 2 calendar years. So from 1st Jan to 31st December, if you are receiving 12 lakhs. So for 3 months, 1 calendar year, balance 9 months other calendar year. Okay. Standard does not deal with construction cost, higher purchase, government grants, insurance companies. Clear? Clear? So, next. So, can you give me the methods of depreciation which is followed generally? Depreciation method, types of depreciation method, written down value, straight line, fixed method. Okay, straight line. Written down value method. Yes, sir. Yeah. If it's in a manufacturing company, production unit method also is followed. Thinking fine. Yeah. Either written down value method. Usually we follow straight line method. If it's a company, means as per Companies Act, right? As per Companies Act 2013, then again as per income tax, you'll calculate difference will be your asset or deferred tax asset or liability. Okay. So next question is what about my what you say biological assets? What about my biological assets? Uh, example, if I have an agricultural land and I have uh, 300 coconut trees in 300 coconut trees, 100 sheep. Can I create as fixed assets or inventory? Anyway, in India, agriculture income is exempt. Okay. So for 200, for 300 coconut trees, so per annum 5 to 6 lakhs revenue is generated. Literally, they give a lease amount of 5 to 6 lakhs every year. So in that case, my coconut trees are my fixed assets. First question, my coconut trees are fixed assets? No. Then, but I'm getting the revenue from that. Only the land. Okay. So land when I purchased it was just 3 lakhs. Today it is 20 lakhs. So at what price do the land should be given? Should be reflecting in my financials. When I had purchased, it was 2 lakhs. Today it is 20 lakhs at cost. Okay, cost inflation only on sales. Yes. Fair value method, then it will go for my IFRS. No capital gains. No capital gains. Okay. Market value. No, no. Agriculture land cost. So there is an exception. Okay. I guess started. Yes. Yeah. If still is applied in accounting for property, plant, and equipment, does not include biological assets which are related to agricultural activities except for bearer plants. Bearer means which is grown without any what efforts are put. Okay. Then next wasting asset, which includes in mineral rights, expenses related to explorations for extraction of oil, minerals, natural gas, and other non-regenerative resources. Okay, determination of cost. First, initial cost. Initial cost includes to acquire, construct an item, property, plant, and equipment. Subsequent cost of adding subsequent costs, okay, of adding, replacing, or servicing the plant and equipment so required. Yesterday, one person had asked, no. So when I have two plots where I have gone for registration and they had asked for 20 lakhs for registration, okay, to make a single plot, right? That is my subsequent expenses. My subsequent expenses adding, replacing, servicing the property, plant and equipment. So, okay. So when I make two plots into one plot, I'll have many benefits. Okay. So it will be in one plot number and any other benefits which the company avail. So in that case, this will be my capital expenditure and added to my cost. Then initial cost. So initial cost covers all tangible assets that are held for use and administrative purpose. Here, administrative purpose includes all the business purpose other than the production or supply of goods or services, giving giving in PPE on rent or other basis. Okay, and property, plant, and equipments used for administrative purpose. Only for administrative purpose will be classified as my fixed assets, property, plant, and equipment. Okay. In that, administrative expenses, selling and distribution, finance and accounting, personal and other functions of an enterprise. Further, PPE may also include assets acquired for safety or environmental purposes. Okay. Subsequent costs while recording items of PPE and they are carrying the amount in the books of accounts, the business entity does not include the costs incurred on day-to-day servicing of such item. Such costs are rather recognized in the statement of profit and loss timely. So I had constructed fourth floor. Fourth floor, fourth floor cost is 20 lakhs. This I'll recognize as my PPE fixed asset classified. Whereas 20,000, sorry, 30,000 repair and maintenance. Even without repair and maintenance, I'll generate the revenue. But if investing of additional 20 lakhs, I'm increasing the efficiency of additional 20,000 rent every month. In that case, this is a capital and this is my revenue expense. Revenue expense debit to my P&L. Clear? Yeah, selling cost is at fair value. Depreciation, that time we will like debit to P&L, debit or credit to P&L, whatever. Okay. Next, last concept for the day. So today this is very useful in today's business. It's very important where even a small trader is going for imports and exports. Okay, what are the effects? Can I get the list of effects of changes in foreign exchange rates? Clear. Okay. Subsidy also. Yes. Subsidy company. What are the effects? How it will affect to our P&L? Change in profit? Yes. Increase or decrease? Yes. Price variation? Yes. Cost of goods, exchange rate, profit or loss, growth of national economy. Yeah, that is other part. Dollar different rate, exchange rate. Yes. Incentives also received. Price inflation. So next is see. Um, Ram Ram was trading in my agricultural produce. So it's basically a farmer producer company. Okay, producer company providing the fresh fruits, vegetables, organic items. Okay, whatever pulses and grains. He had a market of 20 CR here in India. Okay, he's not a big short of small 20 CR turnover market he had. Now he got an idea. Okay, the CEO told we will export to Europe, Europe. Then next USA. The market is very huge for our what produce. Okay, in that case we may increase the sale up to say some 50 CR. Okay. So, yesterday's first question, I'll put the question. What about my sale price? Sale price compared to India. Second, cost cost incurred. So then I went in a joint venture who is in USA and Europe. So that cost to me, yes. First question, sale price is high. Yes, for my first question is high because I'll be selling my products in euro and pounds. My sale price will be high. One. Second is I'll be bearing many other costs, transportation cost and custom clearance cost, then bank charges when the amount is realized, bank charges or warehouse charges. Yes. So my cost is high. Yes. For question two, cost incurred. Okay. Question three is I have come into a joint venture. Okay. So in that case, I have borrowed the sum because I am a small producer company. I'm not a big producer company. I've borrowed from USA and Europe company. Say some 10 lakh dollars. 10 lakh dollars. In that case, will it affect my balance sheet, financial loading and loading? Yes. Yes, sir. That will incur. So question number three, joint venture, where I have taken a loan from US company, that will affect my balance sheet? Yes. Yes, it will affect. So, so at the time of sale, so sale of say 1 kg rice, which I have priced at 200 rupees. Okay. There is says 200 rupees. Okay. At the time of sale. So when I realized I received to my bank say 198 rupees. Okay. After conversion, I am saying, but the bank charges was 50 rupees. Okay. In India, I'm selling at 100 rupees, but I've sold at 200 rupees. Okay. Realized 198, 50 rupees is my bank charges. So balance is my 148 rupees is my net realized. Okay. So 200 rupees at the time of sale. Okay. Next, realized. I need to close this ledger. Realized. When sale, trade receivables, sale account. 200. And I received cash came in is 198 rupees. This is my bank charges. Okay. Sorry, 198 minus. Okay. Sorry, 148. So balance. There is no balance. So as per the ledgers, there should be a balancing figure, right? Each ledger should get tallied and closed. So what to do in this case? Bank charges is 50 rupees. Yes. So balance 148 rupees is there. Net. So sold at the price of 200. Exchange rate difference. Okay. I'm showing everything in INR. I didn't convert them. Okay. If India sell, I'll be selling at 100 rupees. Same product. Discount. No. I can give us discount. 200 rupees, 148 rupees. So 52 rupees, what can I do? Rate difference. Okay. Rate difference, how much? 2 rupees. Okay. Yes. Your bank charges 50 and balance 2 rupees is my rate difference. This is at the time of clearance. Say this was the entry was done on 1st Jan. I've received on 2nd Feb. 2nd Feb. And this is the difference. Okay. So next, what are the costs? If the cost is incurred in dollars, cost incurred in dollars, then you need to convert on real-time basis. Real-time basis. Okay. Then next, borrowing cost. I have borrowed the funds from the US, Europe. Okay. That at first real-time basis, we will create an liability real-time basis. Okay. And as of 31st March, based on the currency rates, we will work on it. Okay. Clear on this concept? No, no, no. You can't. Rate difference, you cannot credit to sales. Yes. So, yes. So, AS11 mentioned affects the changes in foreign exchange applies to the foreign currency transactions of the business entity. Your sale, purchase, import and exports, translation of the financial statements of the foreign operation. So if you have any subsidiary or any holding companies, okay, you need to convert them into INR and submit to SEBI, right? Okay, that will be what translation of financial statement will be on closing rate. Closing rate is of 31st March. 31st March. Okay, initial recognition. A transaction in foreign currency is nothing but a transaction that is either expressed or requires settlement in foreign currency. Accordingly, the foreign currency transaction include the transactions like, as you told, buying and selling of goods and services where prices are expressed in foreign currency, borrowing or lending. Okay, where the amounts receivable or payables are expressed in foreign currency. The ones where the business entity is one of the parties to an unperformed foreign exchange contracts. Okay, if you have entered into any contracts, purchasing or disposing of assets, incurring or settling liabilities that are expressed in the foreign currency. Reporting. So whatever the operational transactions will be entering in our what day to day rates, and that exchange rate differences will be debited to P&L. Then next, reporting. The foreign currency monetary items must be recorded at closing rate on the balance sheet date. Clear? So fast, quick, small MCQs. We will go for small MCQs. So question number 1. So 2 rupees was my exchange difference. I have sold at 200. Option A. Yes. The global key professional accounting body is International Accounting Standard Board. It's not ICI. See, I have given here also one note. It is developed by Accounting Standard Board, but issued. And this is a global accounting standard board. Okay. So second question. Depreciation arises. Depreciation arises because of, yes, option B, normal wear and tear. Okay. Third question, the asset that can be easily converted into cash within a short period. That is within 1 year. Yes, 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 sir. A, option A. Fifth question, fourth we have done. Fifth question, Dividend received is concerned with which of the activities? Dividend received. It's not dividend paid. I'm not paying the dividends on my shares. I'm receiving the dividend on whatever I've invested. Yes, investing. C is wrong, sir. I'm not paying. Not paying the dividend on my shares. I'm receiving the dividend on my investment. That is investing activities. So question number 6, the last question for the day. Vinod Limited is carrying on a proper manufacturing business, sorry, paper manufacturing business. In the current year, it purchased machinery for 30 lakhs. It paid salaries of rupees 60,000 to its employees. It required funds for expansion and therefore issues shares of 20 lakhs. It earned a profit of rupees 9 lakh for current year. Find out the cash flow from operating activities. Answer option C is wrong. Option D also is wrong. So what do you mean by net profit? You don't take into consideration any non-cash. Okay. Just what is the meaning of net profit? Net profit is after all my expenses. So expense, salary is already debited to my P&L. So why again I need to subtract from net profit? Okay. Whereas for my expansion, I've issued the shares of 20 lakhs. That will come under my finance activity. Then I've purchased a new machinery that will come under my investment activity. So only the thing is last statement. It earned a profit of 9 lakhs. Okay. Since the question is silent of non-cash transactions, we assume everything is a cash transaction, 9 lakhs. And see, whatever the salary paid will be already debited in my P&L. So again, there is no need to debit 60,000. Okay. So option A, 9 lakhs is the answer. So today's session notes is shared in the PPT. Six. We'll be discussing today evening. Yeah, I'll be sharing with sir. Sir will be sharing in group, WhatsApp group.
Yes, even that will be emailed to the respective students.
Yes. Today PDF. I guess today sir will be sharing yesterday evening's PDF.
Yesterday morning PDF is shared, but night PDF is not shared because just we will club everything, and once this class today is over, so entire things will be shared so that they can class at once. In between, if they get confused, so that's what actually happened.
Okay. So they're asking about study materials.
Study material will be conveyed through LMS to your respective email ID.
Okay.
Anybody, you can go to that LMS login. What actually is mentioned by our CEO in the WhatsApp group. You have to use the password as LMS at 123. Your username is your registered email ID, and many people yesterday has called me, password is wrong, password is wrong. You are typing it IMS. It's not IMS. LMS small letters. LMS @ 123. Your access to LMS you can have. I will share that link also to the benefit of members here. Okay. Okay, that I will share. Okay, everyone, you can copy it. See, log into https lms.msu.edu.in. Okay. So those who are registered up to 15th of February has been already conveyed with the study material from the university. Yes. Any questions you have to the madam regarding the topic of today's session only? Clear. Okay. Yes, WhatsApp group link will be shared, but not in open. That will come to your email ID or an invitation on your WhatsApp only. It's not a general group and it's only, okay. I will create the students group with madam, okay, and will share. There we can discuss about the topic and get clarification and all other things there. Just let the process smoothly go on now.
For question and answers.
We want to register for exams. Yes, that will be allowed. Let once this training session over, automatically there will be a process. Once we register with the university, then they will give the access. Accordingly, you can take your examination. It is a demand-based examination and there will be no slot from their end. You have to write on this day only, this time only, it will not be there. You can write the examination on demand at your convenience. Don't worry, that will make happen. Narayan Swami sir, the site shows sorry, username unrecognized. See, you have to type your registered email ID fully, even without a small space also, gap also. That care once again you can try, otherwise you can go and you can revisit if mail is received. Unrecognized means they might have registered now after that 15th and above. So that might have been not registered there in the website. So that's what actually it will not allow. Don't worry. Don't worry, we will give you ample opportunity of getting all those things. We'll make you a smooth path. Morning and evening classes are same, right? No. Morning classes are different. Evening classes are different. Those who want the continuous education on this has to attend both the classes. We have to write the exam in this March. Okay, you can write. Up to 22nd, within 31st, you can do it. Don't worry. Attempts, number of attempts will be allowed at your convenience. Expected date. Don't expect any date. Anytime you can write after 22nd. Date, timing, all your choice. Have paid in March 23. Unrecognized. That you please send a mail to the institute, sir. Our CEO will look into it and will accordingly respond. Can I get a marks card? Yes, mock test will also be made. That's what actually a mock examination will also be provided once you confident by trying in the mock, then you can do. Now, for the time being, if you go to the institute website, in the Pearson website, the a minute mock has been already installed that you can once you can test on it. Sir, study materials not received. Study material is e-books, LMS from university only. No hard copies will be made available. Sir, not in April. You can take up to next year. Anytime it is comfortable to you. not only in April. Once the exam slot is open, you can book at your convenience. User not registered, don't worry, you will get it. Just again, I have texted the things in the chat box. You just copy it and keep it. So this is training for fast track. This is a fast track training as well as an introduction to the student. Any exemption for advocates. Advocates are exempted from business regulatory laws that tomorrow the classes are going to be started. E-books are available in the website. Okay. The text has been given already there that you can copy it and you can. Yes, you will get all the notes of PDF, what actually madam has taken in the class. Don't worry. Okay, if we use demo number is wrong. Demo number for old students and freshers and new entrants, LMS at 123 is the password. Okay, send the question and answer for study purpose that will be made. Okay, start morning class around, no sir, 6 to 7:30 because there will be many commitments to all. So 6 to 7:30, 6 to 8:30 will be the standard timing. Do we have classes for regular route after this 10-day training? Yes, definitely that will be there. Any regular student will get additional training. Is there any exemption from senior registered or practitioner of income tax? No. Since there is no specification of any examination for income tax practitioners in the Act or rules, you have to write the income tax paper from the examination to qualify for CTPR. Okay. Session 2 paper that will be shared in your WhatsApp group today. Both I will share, don't worry. But why I have not posted is it will become hectic. Just introduction paper has been already given. So what I actually intend is the set of that papers will be given. Let this 10-day training complete. So entire that module 1, 2, 3, 4 in that module that I will arrange you. Don't worry. Okay, okay. Sir, classes in the morning and evening are different. It is a progression based class. There will be no repetition in the morning and the evening. Email ID CEO, sir. Email ID to CEO. CEO at the rate of ictpay.in. Nothing more. CEO at the rate of ictpi.in. Abu, yes, that process is on. We will communicate the link through your email ID only or an invitation through our members. Will come, don't worry. Any exemption, senior practitioner, no. Hard copies are not available. Model question paper can be given, not an issue. Okay. Mock test will be given, don't worry. Question bank may not be supplied. Attendance are must. Yes, sir. The system will catch your attendance and accordingly it will give a report, those who have actually attended and those who have not. That will also be communicated. Okay, at the time of booking your examination slots. Okay. We want to register for exams again. A simple option will be given to register. When and what date you have to take, that you have to give an option, no? User not registered, that's that will be solved, don't worry. Sir, attending the class and appearing to the examination is must, even if an exemption is given. Otherwise, the attendance will get affected, and so please attend. If you are joining Zoom, also consider attendance. Yeah, late joining. Yes, late joining by 15 minutes is only considered as attendance. And any exit before 15 minutes will also be not considered as attendance. It is a system catch system. So automatically that will give us a report. Does this PPT is enough for conducting exam or take printout for study material? To some extent, not fully. Okay. Okay. You will all be communicated. Sir, WhatsApp group, Masalamani, I think you are already there in the affiliated member council group. Okay. I missed one class. Don't worry. The paper will be made available. Result will get immediately. That 15 days time is required to announce your results once you take the examination. Okay. Okay. Morning session. Sir, morning 6 is a prime time. If we start learning by 6 a.m., the things will enter our membrane and it will remain forever and it will help you a lot professionally. Okay, that's what actually generally morning 6 is the best time for studies. I am not registered in ICT Pay, but I attended in class today. Can I register? No. If your name and other thing does not match there, it will not be taken for any this one. 7:30 is leaving time. 7, okay, definitely. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, Madam Ji.
Sir,
Thank you, Madam. Thank you for
thank
your.
you, sir.
Thank you. We'll meet in the evening. So,
Yes, sir.
dear members, you can also tell those who have actually missed. So, join by sharp within 6 a.m. You join by 5:50. That would be wise, because at the last moment you may get any technical glitches or any other thing. So, be diligent. So, thank you. Thank you, madam.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, one and
Thank you,
all.
sir.
Thank you. Namaste. Namaste.
Thank
Happy day. Happy day.
you. Vehicle loan. Yes. Interest subsidies. Drip and irrigation loan. Okay. So quite a few. No. So, grants, two types of grants which we receive. One is capital grant, capital based, and another one is income based. So in capital based, where will be for any particular fixed assets. Okay. So in such cases, capital contribution will be there, where this will be reflecting in our balance sheet. We don't credit to our P&L. Okay. So any subsidy, what in relation to any fixed assets, then what non-monetary grants. Okay, like the government has given the free space. So in order to start the school, example, so land is the free base, and the condition attached to it, that is to start a school where the fees is at lower rate to improve the education. So in those capital based approach, in those cases we will be crediting to our reserves and surplus. Whereas in income base, so income base, as everyone told, material subsidy, export incentives, and any other type of incentives which we receive from the government. In this case, we will be crediting to our P&L, okay, or subtract from the whatever the income, others expenditure. Okay, so government grants, two methods are there where we receive one as a capital base or revenue base. Okay, screen is visible. Yeah, the scope and applicability of a standard does not deal with special problems arising in accounting for government grants in financial statements or reflecting the effects of changes in price. So, the government had given the subsidy where to construct a building. Okay, where to construct a building for lower middle class, to provide the what residents, okay, to provide the houses to the lower middle class. In that case, you after acquiring the tender, then after that the price has been increased. Okay, so even the grants you have received and you want to share, the condition attached to that is you have to sell the flats to the lower middle class at reasonable price. In that case, these government grants, what accounting standard does not apply. Government assistance other than the form of government grants like tax holiday, or tax holiday in backward areas, tax holiday where for certain number of years no need to pay any tax, okay, on the business, and government participation in the ownership of the enterprise. Okay, example, investment in government equities. Okay, so as I told, capital approach, these grants are treated as part of capital and shareholders fund. Okay, these are such grants which are given as a proportion of total investment in the business. Ordinarily, the government grants does not expect a repayment of such grant. Due to this reason, such grants and are credited to capital shareholders fund, or in our reserves and surplus. These grants are divided primarily into three types: non-monetary grant, providing a space to start the school. Condition is you should start a school, okay, in backward areas. Proportion of capital in the business, okay, we need to give the certain number of shares to the government, or specific fixed assets. So if you are purchasing the high technological model, okay, in order to increase the revenue. Example, in to drip irrigation. So in drip irrigation, governments give the assistance. Or now recently, if you install solar panels, yeah, in your residence or any other business areas or in agriculture field, you will receive the income plus subsidy. So say the solar panels are of 5 lakhs. So you need to pay only 2 lakhs. 3 lakhs will be paid by the government. Okay. So this 3 lakh is my this 3 lakh is my grant received from the government. Only my expenditure is 2 lakh and income. So from that, whatever the income which arrives to me is my income which will be credited to my P&L. Okay. Next, income approach, the grants which relate to the revenue are credited to the profit and loss accounts as other incomes. Okay, they can also be deducted from the expenses. Okay, for example, grants for the electricity expense for manufacturing entity, raw material subsidy, cost subsidy, export incentives. Okay. So next we'll come to accounting for investments. So at what price the what investments will be um, valued, at what price, sorry, at what amount the investments will be valued? Cost. Okay. Cost. Cost, market value. Why market value? So only cost of acquiring. Okay. Cost or market value, whichever is lower. Yes, ma'am. Sudharani ma'am, yes, correct. Mm. So, I guess one case was there. Example, Yes Bank. Yes Bank shares were in 1,000 rupees. Example, per share. But today, Yes Bank shares are somewhere around 15 rupees per share. So, when I invested, the share value was 1,000 rupees. So, I had invested on 100 shares. So, that time my cost was 1 lakh. Now I have same 100 shares, but my investment cost is, yeah. So at what price do I account right now? Least. So will I account at 1 lakh only? I don't know when the Yes Bank shares will increase again. Yes. So investments, we will consider only the expenses, loss, foreseen. So now Yes Bank shares when I invested was 1 lakh. So now whatever I've incurred, that will be my loss, and I'll be what my carrying cost will be 1,500. Yes. So yeah. So my accounting standard. So investment AS13 deals with classification of investment, cost of investment, at what price, at what cost I'll be carrying. Okay, carrying amount, valuation of the investment, disposal. When I sell the investment shares, anything, at what price and what is the treatment? Okay, disclosure of investment in the financial statement. Any investments purchased, sold during the year, there should be a disclosure in our financial statement. Okay, accounting for investment does not deal with the following cases where the base for recognizing dividend, interest, and rents which are earned on the investments are covered under AS 9. Yeah. So I have made the investments. Investment lies in my balance sheet. Okay. Only my carrying amount I will be valuing as per AS 13, and whatever the income derived from the investment such as interest, dividend, okay, these will be covered as per AS9, that is revenue recognition. Okay, finance or operating lease which are covered under AS19. So I've invested in such as like what finance operating lease. Okay, where I am giving the equipment on rental basis. On rental basis, I'm giving the equipments to the customers. Okay, I'm receiving the rents. So that rents won't be covered either in AS9 or AS13. So I have made only the investments in my plant and machineries, which is given on rental basis. So that will be covered separately in separate accounting standard, that is finance or operating lease. Okay. Then any investments in retirement benefit plans or life insurance enterprise which are covered in AS15. Okay. If I'm not doing any contribution to specified funds, so then I'll be investing, making investment for the retirement benefit of my employees. So that will be covered under AS 15. Mutual funds, okay, venture capital funds and related asset management companies, banks as well as public financial institutions. These don't cover under accounting standard AS 13. Okay. So current investments are investments which by their nature only is known as like where the investment is held less than 1 year. Okay. Long-term investments are investments other than the current investments, even though might be for short term also. Okay. And cost of investment which will include, so cost of investment includes broker duties and fees, non-cash considerations in case of investments are acquired in partly acquired or partly acquired, issuing shares, issuing other securities and any other assets. Issuing shares means when you receive with cost of invest like right shares or bonus. Okay. If you have invested for the long term, any bonus shares is issued, that time we will be calculating on weighted cost, and my bonus share will be at 0. Okay. So carrying cost will be cost of fair value, whichever is less. Okay. So disclosure is accounting policies which are followed. Then the amounts which are included in the profit. So obviously dividend, and if I do any disposal, sale of assets, sale of investments, and that will affect whether profit or loss will affect my will affect, and it will be either debited or credited to my P&L. Okay. Next, what are the employee benefits which you come across while accounting? Employee benefits usually which we receive from the company, from company. Employee benefits from the company, HRA, PF, VSI, medical, gratuity, perks. Okay. Phone allowance. Okay. See, this HRA phone allowance just for my calculation, Form 16. That's it. So what are the other benefits which we receive? So, Mr. Ram, during the time of interview, okay, during the time of interview, he was offered 8 lakhs. The only condition is he should stay with company, means work in company for minimum 3 years. So what this 8 lakhs, what would you classify? How would you classify 8 lakhs? 8 lakhs, how it is classified? CTC? No. No. How? I'm saying I'm not speaking about salary. Salary is my short-term benefit. Okay, that you will be receiving month on month. I'm saying Mr. Ram was offered during the time of interview 8 lakhs. One condition, he should stay and work. Okay, minimum 3 years. After 3 years, he will be receiving 8 lakhs. Okay, month on month. It's not the CTC. Contract price. No. Okay, say he's an software engineer and he'll be receiving per annum 25 lakhs is his package. On current liability, no. Sweat equity, but I'm not giving any shares. I'm paying in the month of in the amount like in form of cash. I mean bank transfer other than salary. Ex gratia, okay. After 3 years, what is probationary? No. Professional charges? No. He's an employee. He is getting deducted under section 192, not 194J. Bonus, bonus, bonus. You can receive bonus or incentive, right? Not technical charges. See, see what happens in now in all the industries, even in our industry also. There is a rotation of employees. Rotation of employees. Rotation of employees. Okay. So any employee comes for to learn from fresher basic 6 months to 1 year, they'll retain with us. Then next, they'll jump to another company. So when the company has given enough of what you say exposure to them, learning, and when they are fit for production, increase the revenue. If they jump to other company, I will have a loss. Again, I should hire an employee and I should train them, right? In order to avoid this rotation of employees, the companies offer these type of condition where if you retain with us, okay, they'll get the agreement signed. If you retain with us, so we'll be paying as a bonus or an incentive after 3 years and 8 lakhs. When this is also one type of benefit, okay. And next, clear contract basis, it will be as what incentives or bonus. For new employees, we don't pay any bonus, any type of bonus, right? Okay. So next, contracts. Okay. So short-term benefits are wages, whatever the wages, salary which we receive, and post-employee benefits. So what are the post-employee benefits? So gratuity, pension, pension, any medical care. So if the employee what if a employee has retired in the same company after like say after 5 years, whatever the medical expenses will be incurred post retirement, these expenses can be will be borne by the company if that such benefits are offered by the company. Okay. So then post employment, if the company contributes the amount, say as pension fund (PF) to recognized funds. Okay, then whatever the risk will be on the employees. Okay, so you'll be receiving the fixed percentage of interest as decided by the government. Okay, so whereas if there is a defined benefits where the employer he himself open a fund or invest in any other and do the investments, and out of those income plus interest or any investments or profit, he'll be sharing with the employees. In that case, the risk on the investments will be on the employer. Clear? So, AS 15, employees benefit. Yeah, Keyman insurance also. So it's a form of benefit which the employees receive. Okay. So AS 15, for the purpose of AS 15, an employee is defined as employee who may provide the service to an entity either full-time, part-time, permanent, or casual or temporary basis. Okay. Whatever the benefits, whether he is on full-time contract basis, the benefits which he receives will be covered under employee benefits under AS 15. So AS 15 also includes directors and other management personnel also. Okay, if the director is full-time employee in the company, even we need to pay the salary to the director. In such case, even he will be under employee benefits AS 15. Next, the following are the consideration for establishing the employee relation. So there should be a contract, employment contract. Individuals are considered employees for legal, tax, and society security purposes. Okay, and there is a huge amount of direction provided by the employer, and necessary tools have been provided by the employers. services have to be performed at the location provided by the employer. Okay. And next, types of employee benefits: short term, your salary; post employment benefit, that is your pension or gratuity. Okay. Other long term benefits and termination benefits. Okay. So other long term benefits will be, so like a bonus which I told. So if you're working for 3 years, I'll be paying you 8 lakhs. Okay. The profit which is to be paid to the employer after 12 months. So I'm paying after three years. Okay. Since I've like earned much of profit, because of that person has been retained with me for minimum 3 years. So in such case, bonus, that is an other long term benefits. Then termination benefits. So voluntary retirements, if the person have taken any voluntary retirements, such benefits also is accounted, and accounting treatment has been done under AS 15. So accounting treatment, okay, for short term, direct pass to the P&L, and any other benefits contributing to the fund. So in such case, create a liability and debit to the P&L, and pay the amount. Okay. So disclosures needs to be done if any contributions or own investments have done, and those valuations also should be done year basis. Increase the zoom size. Okay. So next, borrowing cost. So what are the borrowing cost? So what all expenses can we do capitalize in the case of borrowing cost? So example, loan amount, yes, interest paid. So in that also two parts are there. Okay. So example, so I've taken a loan to construct um a manufacturing, like what you say, building. Okay, for the purpose of manufacturing of building. So in 2022, so it got completed in 2023 and started. So whatever the interest paid from 22 to 23, this interest, other expenses will be capitalized. Okay, capitalized. And after, once the business has been commenced, okay, then the interest paid after 23, if the business has commenced, interest will be debited to P&L. Principal amount will be debited to loan account. Is it clear? Yes. So borrowing cost is, that's it. Okay. If it's a short term for running of our business, so day-to-day running, that is working capital loan, if we have taken, or bank OD, those type of interest will be directly debited to our P&L. Okay, unless there is a condition, or so I've taken for specific purpose, but still the what capacity or earning capacity from that capital asset has not been started. Okay, still that time, whatever the interest will be paid will be capitalized. Okay, so next, there will be specific borrowing or general borrowing. General borrowing will be usually your capital, sorry, working capital. Specific will be for any fixed assets. Okay, so uh, another question: do we really required to do any related party disclosures? Why? Why the related party disclosure to be done? Why the related party disclosure to be done? Are any examples? Arm's length price, okay. Fair representation of the transactions done. Two, I have two entities. One is my private limited company. Private limited company. And one more is my partnership company. Partnership firm. Okay. So here, three people are partners. Sorry, shareholders. Okay. That is, say, Raju, Bhima, and Soma. Okay. They are shareholders, and Raju is a shareholder of 50%. Okay. And they both are 25% shareholders. Okay. And here, Raju and his wife, um, uh, Rama, are partners. Okay. 50%, 50%. Okay. They are running say an healthcare sector. Okay. This is an hospital and this is an pharma. Okay. So any medicines. Okay. The pharma is within the hospital premises. So any medicines will be purchased by pharma. Will be purchased by pharma to the hospital at MRP. But the question is, when you are purchasing with the vendors, you will have a discount of say 20% or 40%. Okay, based on the medicines. In this case, my question. So I am giving the place to the partnership for pharma, but I'm not receiving any rent, and I'm receiving only the medicines. Medicines. If I want to treat any patient, I need to get the medicines. Okay, only from the pharma. And here the controlling person is Raju, both the sides. So in hospital, that is in my private limited company, do I need to do the disclosure? Question is disclosure. Interfirm. Okay. Is the, is the disclosure? So interfirm means here three people are there. Raju, Bhima, Soma. Okay, they are shareholders. Here Raju and Raju's wife. Controlling party are different. Why no need? Why there is no need? In company? No, why Rudresh Naik? Why no need? No need. Only partnership form disclosure because discount related to medicine. Okay. But these two will say, no, these two shareholders will say, instead of buying from you for partnership for pharma, I will get the medicines, okay, from outside at more reasonable cost. Separate entity, okay. But the profit, see, whatever the hospital should enjoy the profit even in medicines, full whole profit is enjoyed by the pharma. Okay. Yeah. Here there is a significant control. There is a significant control over the pharma pricing only by Raju. Okay. Even though they both are husband and wife, but Raju has a significant control over the pharmacy. And these disclosure needs to be done in my financial statements. Okay. So related party transaction example. So what the standard says the transaction between a reporting enterprise and its related party. Okay. It covers, okay, the standard says you have a control on the other party. Okay, Mr. Raju has sole control, whereas Bhima and Soma, they don't have any control on the pharma, right? Whether the pricing of the medicines also only Raju has the sole control, exercise significant influence over the other party in making financial or operational decisions. Okay. Tomorrow, if the Raju says instead of X company's medicine, I will purchase from the Y company because his margin is more. But Bhima and Soma does not agree. But his decisions will be there, right? So in such case, where the significant control in influence is there, those in such cases there should be a disclosure. Okay. So ownership, direct or indirect, where more than 50% of voting power of an enterprise, even a partnership firm or any where the transactions are going between the related party, we need to do the disclosure. In case of companies, control of a company on a board of directors. In case of any other enterprise, control of a composition of the corresponding governing body. Okay. Substantial interest in voting powers and the power to direct the financial and operating policies of the enterprise. Yes. Okay. Who are covered? Who are covered under related party, holding company, and subsidiaries and associates, an investor in respect of which reporting enterprise is an associate or joint venture. Okay. Individual owning a direct or indirect interest in the voting powers of the reporting enterprise that gives them the control or significant influence over the enterprise. Key management personnel and his relatives. Okay. Enterprise over which any person who is a key managerial person and has a direct or indirect interest in the voting power, okay, can exercise significant influences. Okay. Cases when the disclosure is not required. Okay. So same case if private limited company has same body. Okay. Same as another line of business, pharma, instead of partnership firm, it comes under same umbrella. In that case, so they have all three has equal rights in the pharmacy also. In such case, there is no requirement of any disclosure of the pharmacy transactions. Okay. So in intra-group companies, if the the group companies which do transactions between themselves, enterprises who have statutory requirements of confidentiality. Okay. So example is, see, when you are doing any manufacturing, especially for military force, so in such cases, the disclosure should not be they should like you can't do any disclosures. Okay. Then related party relationship to state controlled enterprise with other state controlled enterprises. Okay. Government companies between two state government companies. Okay. In such cases, the disclosure is not required. And here is a few related party transaction examples. Sale of goods, what I told, pharmacy goods has been sold to the hospital. Purchase or sale of fixed assets. Okay. If same, if in same, in order to, since my output is exempt under GST, for my framework, I will purchase the assets or any machineries, okay, for the purpose of hospital under pharma. But the payments are made by the hospital. In such case, do I need to do disclosure? Firm to firm applicable, ma'am. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes. Since medicines are taxable in different rates, 5%, 18%, even 28% also, medicines are taxable, and medical equipments also are taxable. Okay, GST is applicable for medical equipments also. Whereas my treating the patients, my output is exempt. In such case, in order to use my GST credit, I have purchased under the pharma, where Raju and Rama is the partners, not the Raju Bima Soma. Such case, I need to do the disclosure. If the second case where Raju Bima Soma are partners, okay, they are group companies, such case there is no requirement of any disclosure. Okay. So next, rendering or receiving the services, agency arrangements, leasing or hire purchase. medical equipment, okay, transfer of research and development, license agreement, finance, guarantees and collaterals, management contracts, including of deputation of employees. Okay, next. So, what are the types of leasing arrangements? Right now, we have leasing arrangements. One, rent. Okay, rent. That will be land, lease of house. Yes. Operating lease and financial lease. Yes, sir. Hire purchase. Yes. Lease of house. Yes. Cab leasing. Sublease. But our accounting standard covers two lease. First, we'll talk about finance lease. Finance lease. Someone has raised the hand. So, anything do you want to speak? Revanna Siddhappa, any doubts, sir?
No.
Okay. Okay. Finance lease and operating lease. Clear? So accounting standard covers on finance lease and operating lease. Okay. Finance lease is literally you're like purchasing any items on loan base. So example like if you go for Girias, so you'll purchase like a fridge or TV. So you'll be paying month on month EMI, right? So after the last installment, the asset will be yours. Okay. Whereas in operating lease, okay, I don't want to purchase that because after few years, the technology will be older. Like example, medical equipments or in technologies, software also operating. Just I'll give as a rent where I will use your product for a certain number of years. Then after that, I will leave it. Okay. In such case, operating lease will be my expense direct to the P&L. So finance lease, I'm purchasing for myself. Example, TV which I purchased from Girias on EMI, laptop, laptop. Okay. Say if it is 50,000, 50,000 at 10% interest. Okay. So every month I will be paying within 6 months, I want to clear the amount. So example, if I'm paying 10,000, and the 1,000 will be my interest. So interest portion, I will debit to my P&L, whereas the balance 9,000 is there, no? I will debit to my loan account. Giria's loan account, I will debit. Means I'm reducing my liability month on month basis. So on last installment, the title will be transferred to me. Okay, when the asset is with me, literally on last installment, the title will be transferred to me. Whereas here, the item or the product will be in the name of the or lesser only. Okay, lesser, and we will be paying month on month some say 10,000 rupees. Okay, until we use the item. Okay, example Tally, Winman. Okay, so instead of Winman, I can use Genius also now, right? Okay, so which is comfortable to us. Or Tally, instead of Tally, I can use QuickBook. I can switch. Okay, I think Tally is very outdated. So next year I switched all my clients' books to the QuickBooks. I'm just taking their Tally cloud or their software for operational purpose. After that, I can switch. I have the option. But here, no, I need to sell off. Right? Clear with this concept, sir? Yeah, annual renewal. So what will be, literally will not say that as operating lease, but as tally software renewal expenses will be debiting to our P&L. Okay. Even I can switch to Genius. or any government portal like income tax portal only I have given the Excel utility. If it's very good utility, I will be using that, right? Yeah, Tally to QuickBook, Zoho Books. If need can extend it, yeah. So if I feel Tally is outdated, then will I keep the Tally software paying unnecessarily? No. Okay. So, lease. Lease arrangement is a specific type of transaction in which one party allows to use an asset to another party. Okay. In return for rental, operating lease, it is not a sale or a purchase of transaction. I'm not selling off. Okay. Lease allows the user to use the asset for almost the full economic life, even without owning the asset. Okay. So I'll be paying a small renewal fees every year. Okay. So even I'll be getting the Tally updates also. So from Tally 7, it moved to Tally 9. From Tally 9, Tally ERP 9, now Tally Prime. So we are getting regular updates. Auto renewals will be doing. And now even a WhatsApp, what from Tally only you can send a WhatsApp messages also. So you need to pay them. Okay. So that is an operational. So until full economic life, you can use that Tally software. Okay. Lease does not cover the lease agreement for exploring or using natural resources, oil extraction, mining, okay, metal and other mineral rights, okay, and licensing agreement. Example, motion picture, films, video recordings, plays, manuscripts, patents, copyrights. Okay, it does not cover these and these agreement for use of land. Okay, and two types of lease is one is operational and finance lease. Okay, well, where in finance lease title may or may not transfer. Okay, at the first initial point, but at the end when the last installment is paid, the title will be in the name of lessee. Okay, and lease in which asset is transferred to the lessee at the end of lease time, hire purchase, and lease term in which lessee has the option to purchase the asset from the lessor at the price which is lower than the fair price on the date when the option is exercisable. Okay. Lease term covers complete economic life of an asset even if title is not transferred. Okay. Lease term in which present value of minimum lease payment is equal or substantial covers the fair value of the leased asset, and leased asset is of a special in nature. Okay. In that case, ambulance, the lessee can use it without making any major modifications. Okay. So if I'm going for a lease where for an house, so I can't do complete alteration. Okay. Some small paint changes I can do, not major changes. Okay. Operating lease is which where the title does not get transferred and the risk and reward will be incidental to the owner, that is to the lessor. Okay. Accounting. So accounting at the inception lease, the lessee will recognize the lease asset. Okay. Lease asset and the liability. So in your balance sheet, you will have example lease amount, say laptop. Already it's in your name. And your liability, Girias, example. So liability of 50,000, asset of 50,000 will get created. Okay. A portion of lease payment into the finance charges. So finance charges and reduction in outstanding liability. So finance charge. So whatever the charges which gets incurred initial at the time of entering into the contract, say some 5,000. Okay, that will be a portion for how many months you have taken the what lease period. Okay, months or years. Allocate the finance charges to the period during the lease term. Pass a journal entry for depreciation. So asset is with us. So here In P&L, whereas in lease, one interest will come, interest portion, actual interest portion which we have paid, and here principal will get deducted, my liability gets reduced. One more, depreciation, yearly, financial year, every year, depreciation. Clear? Whereas in my operating lease, I don't have any asset. In my P&L, lease amount, that is rent, lease amount will be debited. Clear with this accounting? Yes. So next is earning per share. So whereas, so if it's a sole proprietor, whatever the net profit is own income, right? Partnership firm, where based on their agreement, sharing of the profit, right? Company, you can have more than more than 100 shareholders, right? If it's a private limited, maximum 200 shareholders you will have, maximum. So minimum 2 shareholders. In that case, earning per share, what is the percentage of their earning? And what is the earning per share for them? So this needs to be calculated at the end of the financial year. Okay. So in that, two types of earning per share is there. So if I have only equity shares, so whatever the net profit, so net profit divided by number of shares, Where this diluted shares come is where I have given the convertible preference shares or convertible debentures, where they can convert after the certain period of time. The shares automatically get, the shares or debentures will get converted into equity shares. Okay. In such case, there should be the number of shares get diluted. Okay. In such case, the number of shares get diluted. So my even net profit also get increased. Net profit plus. So before I was paying the fixed 8% of dividend to preference shareholders. So even that will get add on. Okay. So if any debenture amount, interest on debentures, even those gets added. So on this net amount divided by my existing shares, equity shares plus potential shares. Okay. In that time, what is the amount? What is the earning per share? Okay. So that we discuss in EPS. So EPS will give the idea. It is a financial ratio that provides the information regarding the earnings available to each equity share held in the company. This ratio acts as an important financial tool to improve the comparability between two or more companies also. Okay. So in that, two types of EPS is there. One is basic and one is diluted. So basic EPS only for like existing equity shareholders. Net profit for the period attributable to equity shareholders divided by weighted average number of equity shares outstanding. So to calculate the net profit, earning before tax, then add any extraordinary income, okay, minus any extraordinary expenses, okay. And then next, tax attributable to the period minus preference dividend paid, then profit for the purpose of calculating EPS, okay. In case of diluted, net profit attributable after adjustment for the diluted earnings divided by average number of equity shares outstanding during the period Okay, assuming the conversion of potential equity shareholders. Okay, so here diluted earning. So I'll be adding my dividend portion of preference share, convertible preference shareholders, and add back my interest on debentures also. Okay, so my net profit gets increased. Okay, so can we take one question on that? I guess afterwards I'll take from our working notes. Okay. So next, taxes. So what are the how many types of taxes you have come across usually in company? How many types of taxes accounting for taxation? Direct and not direct and indirect. Uh, taxes calculation. No, wrong question, I guess. Not direct tax. So see, current tax, and deferred tax. The meaning of deferred means, what is the meaning of deferred? Yes. Sorry, wrong question. Deferred. Yes, future. Okay. Why this deferred tax come into picture? Why this deferred tax come into a picture? So I'm getting a wrong question. So why this deferred tax come into time difference? Yes. Provision to be made. Yes. There would be some permanent differences due to income tax. Payable in future. Advance tax? No, sir. Why deferred? So, example, deferred means I'm deferring to my next year. MAT, okay. Corporate tax, yes. So, example, if I had made a cash payment, say of 30,000, example, cash payment to Mr. X, 30,000, is it allowed under income tax? No. Then your profit gets increased and you'll be paying on that also, right? As per income tax. So there is a difference. Yes, there will be a difference. Okay. In such case, deferred tax come into picture. Current tax and deferred tax. Okay. So deferred tax asset. There is an asset and liability. So in this, what happens? So I have a plant and machinery. Plant and machinery as per Companies Act and as per income tax. The depreciation I'm claiming is 50,000. Okay, as per Companies Act. But as per income tax, I'm claiming 20,000. So balance 30,000 is being added back to my profit. So I'm paying tax on this 30,000. There is a difference. So deferred tax asset means in future at one point of time, my company as per Companies Act depreciation becomes less, and as per IT there will be more depreciation. So that in future I'll not be liable to pay on this 30,000 on this 30,000. So that time this asset will be utilized since in past I've already paid. So different scenario, if here I have 20,000 depreciation, but as per income tax, I have 50,000 depreciation. Okay, 30,000 excess I have paid today. So in future, I will be liable to pay at any point of time the tax. Okay, I mean in any financial year. Okay, that will create my liability to pay the tax. That is deferred tax asset. Okay, this accounting standard applied to match the differences between accounting income and taxable income. Okay, so one net profit you will arrive as per your financial statements, which you prepared as per Companies Act. Okay, then the next when you do computation taxable income, in that computation you will have some allowance disallowance if you have not paid within the due date. Your statutory expenses will be disallowed if you have not paid TDS examples. Okay, in that case, your income increases and there will be a time difference. Okay. Such case, deferred tax asset or liability gets created. Then accounting income is net profit before tax is reported in the profit and loss statement. Taxable income is the income on which income tax is payable, computed by applying the provision of Income Tax Act. Okay. So timing difference is my depreciation. Okay. So if it, as per Companies Act, if I'm following the SLM method, straight line method, but in as per income tax, I have just 10% that to on return down value. So there is my timing difference of claiming the depreciation. Permanent differences. So donation, if you are paid, okay, to an ATG sector, it is allowed. But if you are paid just simply a donation, 5,000, 10,000, that is disallowed as per the Income Tax Act. That is a permanent differences. Okay. Yeah. These cases are what solved in accounting standard AS 22. Clear? Claiming depreciation in profit and loss as per Companies Act, but in IT computation as per IT Act. Yes, will be claimed. Yes, there will be differences. This computation we need to do. This working to be will be the part of my financials. Okay, timing difference. Asset or liability. Deferred tax asset or liability will be created and will be reflecting in our financial statement. Okay. Yes. So my last standard is provision, contingent liability, contingent asset. So what type of provisions do we do? Normally, in any business sector, give me the examples for the provisions. Tax provision, okay, bad debts, salary. As of 31st March, many provisions will be outstanding. Your electricity also will be on 31st March. Audit fees, yes. ESI, PF, everything. 31st March this month. Power also, even though you will be receiving on 5th or 4th the electricity bill, but you'll be doing the provision as of 31st March. Rent, yes. Any expenses. So my past event, so 30 days of rent, okay, which I'll be paying, okay. Even though I pay in next financial year, I'll be making the provision. So present obligation as a result of the past event. I've used the electricity in the month of March, so I need to pay the electricity. So in that case, I'll be making the provision. Probable outflow. There is a probability. If I don't pay next month, no electricity supply to my building. Reliable estimate. Either you get based on the past event. So what is the average cost? Okay, expenses, or if you get an actual bill on basis of actual bill also, you can make the provision. Okay. So the next is contingent liability. Can I get any example for contingent liabilities? Yesterday also we had discussed contingent liability, insurance, lawsuit, yes. Bank guarantee, yes. Repeat expenses won't be my contingent liability. Warranties, yes. Warranties, if have given the warranty, so you have given the 2 years warranty. Okay, when you're selling any goods, 2 years warranty. If anything happens, I'll do the replacement. So based on my past event and based on my past event, I have a track that maximum 5% I have a return. So I'll just check what are the sales and what is the track. 5% sale, 5% is has been returned and replaced. Okay. In that case, I'll have an statement. I'll have every year I'll be creating an liability. So this year 5% I'll create an liability. What about the contingent asset? What is contingent asset? No, yeah, surety also it's a contingent. Surety, see, example, if a third party does not pay If he gets defaulted, I will be liable. Unless he is in good faith and he'll be paying, then why should I create the liability? I can give the disclosure, that's it. Compensation receipts. Yes. Okay. Contingent asset, do I need to account? Rental income is not my contingent asset. Every month I'll be receiving. Okay. No. Yes. So contingent liability, I'll be accounting, whereas contingent asset, there will be a probability that even I don't receive in next year also, or after 10 years I'll be receiving. This asset, I won't be accounting. Clear? Clear with the concept? That's merger. Okay. Okay. Merger, there will be a disclosure. I can't do the valuation, everything, right? Disclosure I can make. As and when it occurs, we can create it. So next we will be starting with a trial balance sheet and few questionnaires. Okay. So 10 minutes, we'll have a 10 minutes break.
Okay, right now,
We'll be meeting by 7:20.
okay, madam. Okay.
Yes, sir. Balance sheet and P&L. And trial balance gives the summary of all my ledgers. Summary of all my ledgers. Here. Yes. Unmuted. Yes. So after closing all the ledger accounts, okay, if any rectifications to be done will be done, trial balance is prepared. And in trial balance, we'll get to know if any ledgers having instead of debit balance a credit balance, here the rectification easily can be checked. It helps to record the income and expenditure of the business and easily complete the preparation of balance sheet in the next step. Okay. The key object of the preparing the trial balance is to summarize the financial transactions. Okay. The features are, it comprises in a list of different account ledgers. Okay. And preparation of trial balance allows the firm to check for the mathematical accuracy. Your debit will be equal to your credit. Okay. This statement is prepared at the end of the financial year. It is not the part of my financial statement. Okay. But it will be prepared. So my trial balance will be debit, credit. Okay. Any assets, my current assets will have debit values. Okay. If my any current asset has a credit value, credit balance, means I have passed the payment entry, but I have not accrued my income or any stock or any cash. So there you can track. Next, if my liability of capital will have my credit balance. Then if you come to my P&L items, so your expenses will have debit balance, your income will have credit balance. This should match. If there is any differences, you can get checked and rectified it. Okay. So then based on this, financial statements will be prepared. If for what sole proprietor, T balance sheet. So T balance sheet is something like this. Balance sheet can be prepared. Sole proprietor partnership, a similar way, either T balance sheet or vertical balance sheet can be prepared. Then for partnership firm, appropriation of account 1 will be added, where the partner shares will be distributed. So then, whereas in private limited companies, you need to prepare under as per the Companies Act. Okay. So question and answer. Shall we start? Trading account. Yes. Opening stock. Why the picture? My current asset. It will cover under my current asset. Stock. So my first question. Start with my first question. Sorry. Final accounts. Okay. Manufacturing firm. Manufacturing account you will have. So first my raw materials. Whatever you purchase. Your raw materials and labor overhead, your process costing, then finished goods, that will be transferred to your trading account, finished goods, okay, your opening balance, then next whatever the sales you have done, sales, then closing stock, valued, after that your gross profit. So closing stock will be either cost or NRV, whichever is less. Then after trading account, I'll be preparing my profit and loss account where my income, your gross profit is brought forward. Any other income, royalty, interest received, example. Then your indirect expenses. Indirect expenses, salary, your electricity, example, audit fees, okay, and miscellaneous expenses. Then your net profit. Clear? Yes. So next, non-trading. So not in case of non-trading, what I will do? I will have only opening balance of my stock. Okay. I'll have opening balance, sales, again closing balance, stock. If any freight inward expenses, I'll debit to my trading account. Then normal indirect expenses and my balance sheet. Final accounts of partnership firm. Whether if it's a manufacturing company, your manufacturing account will be there, then trading and other profit and loss account. Additional is profit and loss appropriation statement. After your net profit, so net profit you'll receive after tax. So then share between the partners. Partner 1, partner 2, whatsoever, share between them. Okay. Then your balance sheet. NPO, non-profit organization. What type of income the non-profit organizations will have? Income and expenditure, yes. I'm asking what type of income will they have? Because they're not into trading or they're not into any services. Okay, donation, subscription, grants, okay, donation, service income, corpus fund, yes. NGOs, membership fees, yes. Grants. So in this case, P&L we are not preparing. It is your mirror or replica to your cash and cash equivalent. I'm saying cash and cash equivalent means cash and bank account. So that will be prepared. Opening balance, cash and bank balance. Here only the cash transactions will be entered. So whatever the donations received or subscriptions, okay, this is my income. So expenditure, expenses, okay, your P&L expenses, actual expenses, not the non-cash transactions, that is such as outstanding expenses, creation of provisions. We don't do any entries. It is similar to your cash book, okay. Then closing balance, okay. That is my receipt and payment account to be prepared. Income and expenditure is mirrored to our P&L account. The difference is the name difference, where you show your donation receipts and expenses, and even my outstanding, provision for my expenses, my depreciations, I'll create. Then next, balance sheet. Okay. Then company, We will prepare in T balance sheet, which I share. Wait 1 second. Yes. As per Companies Act, we need to prepare the balance sheet in this format where I'll be showing, okay, name of the company, balance sheet as of, and now recent amendment, either your balance sheet should be in hundreds or thousands. Okay, rupees should be converted into a rounding figure to hundreds or thousands. Equity and liability, where equity shareholders fund will combine of share capital, reserves and surplus, money received against the warrants. And next, separate heading, share application money pending for allotment, and non-current liabilities. Non-current liabilities will be my long-term borrowings, deferred tax asset. This is a long-term sorry, non-current. Okay, it's not year on, there is no cash transactions. It's just for my calculation purpose. Okay, liability, year, like 2 years also comparative statement will be there. Other long-term liabilities and provisions, current liabilities, then current assets, similar non-current investments, deferred tax asset, long-term loans and advances. So this is my balance sheet. The next disclosure is my P&L. Yes. Revenue. So revenue, current year and previous year for comparison, revenue from the operation, other incomes, then my expenses. This amounts to my P&L, profit and loss statement as per the Companies Act. Clear? I think there is no receipts and payment reports available. In Tally, it's available, but you need to do the adjustments. Sorry, not adjustments, settings. Okay. So we will start with questions. So my first question. Yeah. Answer for my first question. What are the final accounts? First question, what are the final accounts? So it is absolute final stage of accounting. It is sum of company's expenditure and income. It is a determiner of a company's net profit and loss. Or option D, all of the above. Okay, I guess it's not. Sorry. Question. Please read question number 1. What are final accounts? Yes, all of the above. Yes. Final accounts comprises of my profit and loss statement, balance sheet, or it is a sum of a company's expenditure and income. Okay. Second question. Organize the order of the process of final accounting. What's the answer? Process. Organize the process. Question number 2. Option C. Option B, wrong. Option C, yes. So, unless I prepare, I pass day-to-day entries in my daybook. I don't get the balances of each party-wise ledger. Ledger gets created. And my summary is my trial balance. Based on summary, financial statements are prepared. So option is, so on basis of my financials, like balance sheet and P&L, I can't prepare what final accounts. Okay. On these reverse entry, I can't do. The proper manner is journal, from journal, ledger summary, trial balance, then final accounts, balance sheet and P&L. Option C. So next, question number 3. Question number 3. Which of these is not a component of final accounts? Yes. Option D is not the component of final accounts. Okay. Question number 4. Yes, question number 4. Okay. Which of these statements are false? A trading account determines the records of selling and buying process. Yes, my trading account, the account, my sales, my purchase, my stock will be there. Opening stock and closing stock. It is true. The greater aim of the trading account is to differentiate between my cost price and selling price of a particular. Yeah, my gross profit. Right? The trading account is used to calculate trading share of the company's market. No, I can issue my share. What I can distribute my goods even as a advertisement, free base, or I can use for my personal use also. So in that calculation of trading shares, like trading shares of the company's market, no. The trading account shows the distinctive picture of the trading result. Yes, the trading result can be seen. So option C is the false. Option A is not. Option A is correct. But trading account. Trading means pure of goods. Question number 5. A profit and loss appropriation account is used to. Option A, profit and loss appropriation. So in which final accounts we will use profit and loss? Either in sole proprietor? No. Company? No. Company means earning per share we will calculate. Partnership firm? Profits will like distribute between the partners. So which option? D, none of the above. No. To divide the option A, to divide the profit and loss between the owners of the company. Yes, partners are the owners of the company, right? To show an ideal profit and loss situation of the company according to the market. No. So I can't show, right? Ideal profit or loss situation I'll get in my net profit only. Why do I need to prepare appropriation account? To compare the profit and loss of the company with other company? No. It is purely distribution of the profit share. Profit share between partners. Partners are owners of the company, right? So option A, not option D or C. No. Okay. Question number 6. Okay. So now I'll keep. Yes. Hmm. Yeah. A profit and loss appropriation account is prepared by the following business. Which type of business? Option C. Again D, all of the above. No. Corporates, I don't prepare appropriation account. Okay, in my profit and loss account, after that EPS calculation I will do, earning per share. That's it. Sole proprietor, whatever the profit which he receives, in that will be in his profit and loss account, his account only. Whereas partnership firm should be distributed between the number of partners. So option C is the answer. So question number 7. Which items comes under financial activity? Financial activity means to my business expansion. So I'm paying or I'm receiving the fund. Okay. So which option? Redemption of shares. No, option C is wrong. Option B is wrong. Read carefully. Here, redemption of shares means initially I'd allotted the preference shares. Okay. Now the company has the fund, is buybacking the or reducing redemption of shares, making the payment, reducing my liability. Issue of shares, finance. Interest paid. See, interest paid. When I will pay the interest, either I have obtained a loan or interest on debentures. So I have obtained a loan not for the purpose of day-to-day activity. Okay. For any capital asset acquisition. So all of the above. Clear? All of the above. So question number 8. X Limited has balance in provision for tax account. So you need to create a ledger. It has a balance provision for tax 50,000 and 75,000 as of 31st March 2022 and 2023 respectively. It made a provision for tax during the year is 65,000. The amount of tax paid during the year was question option 50,000, 60,000, 40,000, 75,000. B, C, B, C, B, 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 B. So here we'll be losing the marks. So in your exam, you'll have a scribble note. So in that also you can check what's the answer. Just draw a T balance sheet. So what is the answer? How much we had paid? Or even your Excel utility will be can be used. So ledger. This is my provision for tax. So provision for tax is my liability and it will have a credit balance. Okay. Balance brought forward. How much? 50,000 opening balance. What is saying as of the 31st March 2022, it was 50,000 and carried forward is 75,000. Clear? So the next, it made a provision during the year. During the year, 65,000. 65,000 means I'll be debiting to my P&L, right? So here I'll credit. Opposite effect. Okay. So P&L provision for the year is 65,000. As we have learned, ledgers, both the ledgers should match. So whatever you had paid, cash bank paid, tax paid will be this balancing amount, that is 40,000. Clear? Answer is option C. So these type of easy questions also will be there in your exam. So if MCQ, if you get through with MCQ, then others will be very easy. Because each mark will add value to your exam. So question number 9. Dash method, the amount of depreciation expenses remains same throughout the useful life of the fixed asset. D is wrong. So please read the question. Written down value. When this year, if I'm charging for my P&L 10,000, next year I'll be charging 9,000. Because on my closing balance, I'll be charging the depreciation, right? Per percentage. So answer is option A. Next. Question number 10. Question number 10. Which type of asset class includes those assets which have only definite use and become valueless when the yield is over? Become valueless when the yield is over. Fixed assets, at least. What's the answer? Option A, fixed assets. No. Fictitious assets. No. Yes. Wasting assets. Option D. Fixed asset, either you'll have some realizable value, scrap value. Current asset, your stock in trade. Liquid asset, cash. Okay, fictitious asset, preliminary expenses. You'll apportion over a period of time, wasting. Like I've leased a mining land, where after certain year, I won't get any metal or any extract from them. Okay, or minerals. Okay, that is wasting assets. Okay, so question number 11. Okay, sorry. Question number 11. In case of public limited company, after getting the dash, the company can start the business. MOA, Table A, AOA, Certificate of Commencement of Business. So answer is option C, Certificate of Incorporation. Option C, Table A, while you are creating, while applying the for registration, now EMOA and AOA is there while applying for the registration. After the certificate of incorporation, you can start the business. Okay. After filing INC 28. Next, question number 12. So question number 12, option B. I'm speaking about current account. Fixed account, if I speak about fixed account, it would have credit balance. Means, so at the in initial period, the fixed amount of capital investments has been done. So there won't be any changes. Okay, whether if you withdraw the amount, any other expenses, plus or minus will be done in your current account. Okay, so in that case, the partner's account, either it can be debit balance or credit balance. Okay. So next question number 13. A company that uses the cash basis of accounting will, option A, record revenue when it is collected, record revenue when it is earned, record revenue at the same time at accounts receivables, record bad debt expenses on the income statement. The company that uses cash basis, speaking about only cash basis, not the accrual basis. Option B, Harish, it is wrong. Option B is wrong. Option C is also wrong. Sir, I'm speaking about cash basis. Cash basis as and when I've earned. If today person has paid me in real time today only the amount, then I'll realize the income. Else I won't. Okay, I'm not making any credit sale. Even if the credit sale is there, I won't realize immediately income. Whereas in accrual, your trade receivable concept will come, not in cash basis. Okay, record revenue when it is collected. As and when I earn, as and when I receive the cash, that time only I will record as income. Record revenue when it is earned. Okay, when it is earned and collected, two different. Earned, you have made the sales. Revenue collected, cash payment has been received. Okay, record revenue at the same time as account receivables. No, account receivable, credit basis. So revenue and accrual basis, you will have even a cash sale and non-cash sale also. Okay, this is on accrual basis. Record bad debt expenses on the income statement. No, okay, cash basis I won't. Unless I receive the amount, I won't consider the sale, right? So option A, collected. Words, MCQ words. It looks similar. Both the option look similar. Record revenue when it is collected and earned. Same. But the meaning, when you interpret the meaning, it is different. So option A is closer. Okay. So question number 14. Which formula which formula is used to calculate operating income? D, no, D. D is wrong. A is wrong. So revenue plus direct cost, operating cost means revenue when you're add backing doesn't be right. So my operating, what is my inflow operating? So my whatever the actual revenue minus expenses, right? Expenses is my inflow from operation. Okay. Indirect operation cost minus revenue. No. Gross income. Okay. Gross income you have received. So after your sales minus operating expenses. Okay. This might be there. Quite. Gross income. Okay. Here again. Income. Income means you're not taking into picture your purchases. So again, option C. Sorry. Income. Your gross profit minus indirect operation cost. Only indirect operation cost I'm taking. Gross profit. So in this two, which one is the correct one? Option C or D? Why option C? Why option C? Why not option D? Gross income. Yes. Operate gross income. Here they're saying indirect expense. Here operating. Both direct and my indirect expenses are included. Gross income, my sales. Here my purchase, my expenses. My sales minus expense and my indirect expense. Here only gross profit and your indirect expense. Okay. This is more closer. So option C. Question number 15. Which one of these will not yield earning before interest and tax? Will not. Option. Question number 15 option. I'm saying will not yield. Will not yield. Try it. I'm asking EBIT, earning before interest and tax. See, revenue minus COGS means my gross profit. My gross profit, my operating expenses. It might be my indirect expense and direct expense like labor also. And operating expense, even interest can be added, right? Interest, depreciation, day-to-day operation. Huh? I'm asking, sorry. Okay. Sorry, before interest and depreciation, EBIT. Okay. Then next, net income. Net income, add back, reverse method. So you have earning after interest and tax. So you will add back. When you add back, you will get EBIT. Okay. Sales plus tax. What about the operating expenses? Operating expenses you have not included. Gross profit minus operating expense. Okay. So you will get EBIT. Option C, will not. I'm asking will not. I'm not asking which of the state formula will yield for EBIT. Option C, yes. Here I'm not considering any expenses, only my operating expenses. So question number 16. 16. Opening stock is debit to trading account, credit in trading account, credited in P&L account, debited in P&L account. So yes. Why I will credit to my P&L, sorry, trading account. It will be in my, first is my trading account, opening stock, then purchase, then sales, closing stock, then my gross profit, then profit brought forward, right? Then your expenses. So I'm debiting to my trading account. P&L, only my indirect expenses will be there. So P&L, these two options are not valid. I'm asking only for opening stock, not for closing stock. I don't have negative stock. Stock cannot be negative. Okay. If it's in negative, either theft or taken without accounting. So option A. No. Question number 17. What is profit? The difference between asset and capital. So liability, I'll get capital. Again, capital will have your investment, share capital, then reserves and surplus. Reserves and surplus will have carry forward also. So difference between, profit is a difference between my sales, my income and expenses, right? So option A is not valid. Asset and difference between asset and equity. I'll have liability, not the profit. Option B is not correct. The assets purchased with cash contribution by the owner. The asset purchased with the cash contribution by the owner means your capital asset. And the asset spent to operate business. No, I'm not doing any capital contribution. Asset. The trick is asset. They're not directly saying whether it's goods, received for goods and services, you see. Asset. Means your current asset is your stock in trade, right? Stock in trade. The asset received for goods and services and the amounts used to provide the goods. Means typically your goods, sales and purchase. Example, purchase and other expenses is your profit. Clear? Option D is the answer. Yes, almost. Yes. Option D. Question number 18. Which of the following businesses publishes the financial statement? I'm saying publishes means you're showing to the public, not for any banker or a certain set of people. Sole proprietor don't show. It is his financial position, right? No. Yes, option D. Partnership firm as and when required. If they are going for any loan or any merger, that time they'll be showing their financials, okay, to the opposite person. Trust to the chairman and like their members, certain set of group. Whereas public limited company, this will be what they'll give, like in newspaper, it will be advertised or it will be in other like sources. What is the value or turnover of that particular company? Either you can take from ROC also. It is displayed for the public. So option D. Question number 19. Question number 19. Answer. I have 330 people, but only average of 100 people only answering. The rest, what I should assume? They don't know or they have not attended the class. Question number 19. Option A. Yes, option A. Tired. Sir, in exam you can't say, right? What if any one of the question from this PDF, if you get, you are able to track the question paper. One saying is there like Jnanಕ್ಕೆ ಹಸಿವಿನ ದಾಹ means you should be so much thirst that whenever you get the knowledge, you should be active. Okay. When capital accounts are fixed, then all the adjustments will be made in partner's current account. Option A. So last question, question number 20. None of the above? No? Yes. Answer is option D. None of the above. Okay. Next. Uh, See, up to 25 marks, you'll have MCQs in your exam in accounts. Then rest will be one question, might be the descriptive form to write any what you say features of any accounting standards. What is the use disclosure or small sums. Okay. Then next, either sole proprietor accounting, partnership accounting might come. Then next, final will be your preparation of books of accounts of company in Schedule 3 of Companies Act. Okay. So example, is it displayed? Okay, you can just check. Okay, already solution is there. See, this type, the trial balance will be given in your exam. Okay, where your assets, everything will be mixed. So you need to classify whether it's a balance sheet item, P&L item, okay, and prepare balance sheet and P&L. Okay, and additional informations will be given, such as depreciation for furniture, 10% is there. Your profit and loss, still your profit and loss is not done. Okay, so where you need to arrive at your profit and loss account, net profit, provision for doubtful debt, and disclosures to be made under which accounting standard. It may add the value. Salaries for the month of June, okay, amounting of rupees 3,000 were unpaid, which must be provided for. However, the salaries include 2,000 paid in the advance. Okay, these type of adjustments should be made and prepare the balance sheet and P&L. So typically, if T form, sole proprietor, we have the option to prepare in T form. So trading account, sales return, either I can less from sales or debit to my P&L. Two options are there. Then my purchase account, sorry, trading, my purchases, purchase returns and drawing use for my personal use. So at cost, I will be reducing, not at selling price. Then my P&L account, all my expenses, whether outstanding, prepaid, balances. Okay, I'll arrive at net profit. Then my balance sheet. Balance sheet should match. And this all, I guess, Excel utility will be given to you in the exam. So you, with the help of Excel, you should prepare the books of account, final accounts. Okay. Clear? Any doubts? So any questions? So we have discussed approx 50 plus MCQs and covered majority of topics in the form of questions and MCQs. So today's session
Madam
one
has
has
told to ask the questions. You can ask. Revan Siddhappaji, do you want to ask
checked
anything? You can unmute and you can talk.
the one Companies Act as per Companies Act 1 and the PDF, and combined PDF will be shared from institute mail ID.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Of accounts.
Yes, you can talk. Revan Siddhappa. Revan Siddhappa.
Sir, ಹೇಳಿ sir.
Yes, you can talk. You have raised the hands, no?
Tell me, sir.
Whether you want to ask anything?
No, I am listening, sir.
Okay, no problem. Siddhappa, Bhuvaneshwaran.
Good evening, madam.
Yes, please.
Regarding this contingent liability,
Yes.
you told it has to be disclosed in the liability side. How it will be done, madam?
So like example, warranties. So I'll have a track, right? Like last year I had a 5% of what provision returned and replaced. Based on that, I will create a ledger and I'll be accounting. So every year, so what is the percent past event? I will be creating the provision. I mean contingent liability for that particular month. Where contingent asset, I will disclose. That's it. I won't give any effects in my books of accounts.
So contingent liability is like a provision.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
For example, contingent liability. If now there is an amendment in Labor Act also, are you aware of it?
No, sir.
The Labor Act has made now the gratuity is compulsory for your employees.
Okay.
So you have to calculate their future liability and you have to make the provision yearly basis itself. That is actually built in the act itself.
Okay.
So like that, any bonus, PF and all other, any other statutory, all that will become all contingent liabilities only. Is it correct,
Okay.
madam?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, in that manner.
Thank you, madam.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Welcome. Okay. Selvam Kannaya, Srinivasa, Pannir Selvam, unmute.
Any profit and loss account in MCQ question, sir?
Okay.
Is there any profit and loss account? MCQ question are there?
So maximum to that extent I have discussed in the class.
Yes, sir.
And if you like from your study material practice manual only, it's enough to understand and
Yes,
like
sir.
we need to apply. That's
Right.
it.
You will get
Thank
all
you.
LMS, sir. If
Yes, ma'am.
already you have joined before 16th, LMS has been communicated.
Yes, sir.
You can see it from your study material.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
otherwise you can wait for some 7-10 days. Everything
sir.
will be provided, don't worry.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Jai
Thank you,
Shil sir, unmute. Unmute.
Yes, sir. Sir,
Yes.
actually, that I am unable to download the study material, sir. That's I tried actually with that
Sir, when
login
you are
credentials.
when you joined the course?
Sir, I joined very long, maybe 2nd February.
No. Up to 15th February, the things have been sent.
Ah.
Okay, you can, okay, tomorrow in the group, we are making the old members to go out of the
Sir.
group, and we are making it with the madam
sir.
also, we are making there. Don't
Sir.
worry that in the group, we will share a link.
Sir.
Okay, yesterday also I shared a link.
Sir.
Have you not received it?
No, I received actually some things received, but I just opened by through login credential, but I found there is no materials in the my portal actually.
No. That will not happen like that. Once it is opened, if it is your email ID registered, automatically that will be there.
Yeah, I'll just recheck again, sir.
You cannot see only the dashboard. In the side, that other windows also you have to browse.
Right, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I'll
Okay,
recheck again, sir.
Okay. Anything?
That's it, sir. That's it.
Anything regarding this?
No. That's it, sir. That's it.
No problem.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, members. So today this will be, now we are summing up on applied financial accounts and ethics.
Sir.
So why ethics are required? Can anyone tell why ethics are required in accounts? Why ethics are required? What is the need of ethics? To maintain integrity, accuracy. Madam has already given what is professional ethics, sir? Principle in accounting. What principle? See, first we should be adhering to the evidence of documentation. Without documents and verifying the correctness of the documents, we should not record. Okay. So you know what is integrity. That should be genuine. And there must be some objectivity. So professional competence and due care. You must know what to do and how to treat it. Otherwise, all cannot do all the work. So you have to learn. If not, you have to get trained and then you have to undertake the job and other things. Otherwise, it will not only affect you and other party, both. Okay. So the confidentiality. Always, if you are handling many accounts, so you should not disclose the main secrets of the business and all other things to the extent what you know upon the documentation that should not be disclosed to anybody. Okay. That's what we actually call it as professional behavior. So it is not leading to any way of misconduct. What is misconduct? You know what is misconduct? Can you type anything? What is misconduct? The best example of misconduct, what is? Can anyone type here? What is misconduct? Wrong guidance, material leak, misinformation. So, if some party has given you a notice and his books of accounts, you have not replied, whether it becomes a professional misbehavior or not. Fraudulent, giving wrong ideas, misguiding includes everything. Okay, not guiding properly itself becomes misguiding. Okay, everything, whatever you feel is misconduct only. Okay, see all these things, madam has taken lot of pains to you and you all go through it. Okay, without ethics, nothing can run. It is an attitude. Ethics is an attitude. Okay, what is attitude? Attitude is what actually you are there when somebody is not watching you. That is attitude. Okay. Okay, misreport. Okay, I am 29th. When will issue study material? Sir, study materials have been already communicated through email. You are joined on 29th. Okay, if 29th, just you give us some 6-7 days time, sir. That will be communicated. Don't worry. In the meantime, we will make everything. Lokesh, anything?
Sir, no, sir. Regarding ethics, sir, I am raised.
Okay, okay. Selvam, Kannaya?
Yes, sir.
Yes?
Okay, sir.
Okay, okay. Mohammed Aslam?
Sir, session will come 4 and
Huh?
I'm attending only evening classes. Session will come on session 4.
Session 4. Today the ending of accounting topic.
But I'm attending only evening classes, sir. I left the morning classes.
Okay, okay. That gap will always be there. This is not a
No, sir.
class.
Actually, the problem is last time the discussion, you
That
asked
we
the
can discuss,
question.
don't worry. That we can discuss, nothing to hear. That we can cope up. Not a big issue. That we can do
Okay.
it, sir.
We thought only the evening class is different and morning class is different.
Yes. Deepa?
But same only, right?
Yes, no
Sir,
sense.
good evening, sir.
There is a change. Yes,
Sir,
Amma.
good evening, sir. Sir, tomorrow is the business regulatory law class, sir.
Morning 6 to
I have
7:30.
completed LM3, so the subject is exemption for me. Should I attend this class tomorrow compulsory, sir?
Attending the class is must. Writing the examination is must. Giving the
Okay, sir.
examination is discretion.
Discretion.
Okay?
Sir, yesterday I have attended 5 minutes later, sir. This is
No
compulsory
problem.
for attendance,
Don't
sir.
worry. That all system will give the calculation. In accordance to that, we will go. Don't worry. We will all notify.
Okay, sir.
Sir,
Thank you so much, sir.
still my doubt is not clear, sir. Should I attend the evening class only or morning or
Sir,
evening
both
both,
class you
sir?
have to attend. You have to attend the both class if you want to attend. Otherwise, you take the
Yeah,
study material, okay, and
Uh-huh.
cover up the morning subject. Okay?
Okay.
Sir,
Okay.
good evening, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, I registered 1st of March.
First up,
March
which one?
for tax practitioner registered.
You registered on 1st of March.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Give us
So,
some 7-8 days time. Within that, your study material and all invitation might have been already come, I think. All
so
who
not
have
yet.
joined
Okay.
till yesterday have been already sent an invitation.
Okay.
And also they are informed at least you can cover the accounts in the next batch. At least you can cover these 3 topics in this batch. That invitation is also sent, I heard. CEO has already communicated to you. So accordingly, you can take the continuous these 3 class and you can complete. Okay, if anything is missed, no problem. You can cover it by the material that is going to be given by madam. And however, the LMS will always be with you.
Right.
Okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay, okay, okay.
So these materials I will get after some days, sir.
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay.
Okay, okay. Okay, okay. Chart, chart. Okay, anything about the subject? Okay, so how many of you are happy with the flow of session? Okay, 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 okay. Okay, okay, okay. Yes, Miskin sir, you can collect the old study material, hard copies if available with your people there, but just to take it as only an example. Don't take only those material and questions because that is last year books. This year we are not printing the hard copies. You can take it just as an example because the law is updated. In accordance to that, just you can go by updated system. That's all. You can use that books just as a base material. Okay. Yogeshwarinathan. Yogeshwarinathan. Yes.
Sir, I'm not able to find the link. Where can I find it, sir? I have logged in ctpi.in, but I couldn't find that. Which web portal I have to go, sir? In Medhavi Skills also, it was not available.
You kindly send me a text, madam, to my number. I will address.
Okay, sir.
Don't worry.
And okay, sir. And also
You
in
can
Medhavi,
send. You check first. Chartered tax practitioner at gmail.com. Any communication has come to you or not? If it
okay,
is
sir.
received, you are through. Other things will automatically follow.
Okay, sir.
If
And
anything
also
is the
in
difficulties, you can text me.
okay, sir. In also in Medhavi Skills, there are few PDFs that are available under the material section.
That will be
Is that
shared.
the
Don't worry. That will be shared. Madam's training class and all other things will be shared to you.
okay, sir. I'm asking whether that's the same as what you will be mailing to us personally.
Eh?
I'm asking whether those materials are same as those which you are mailing to us personally. Whether both are same.
Which both means?
In Medhavi Skills, few PDFs are available, sir.
Huh.
For that is the
E-book.
material.
Medhavi
Yes, sir.
e-book.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
That's different from what you are sending us.
Little that there will be an orientation.
Okay.
Just some 10 to 15% variation will always be there.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Pratik Doshi.
So will there be practicals in the LMS for us?
Huh?
Will there be practicals in the LMS for us?
It will come in future. Yet now it is not given. Till now it is not
Okay.
there.
Okay.
That will come in
Thank
coming
you.
days. Now actually the book, the study materials have been only given.
Okay, sir. All right.
Okay. Tamilarasu.
Sir, வணக்கம் சார், நல்லா இருக்கீங்களா?
Yes, you can talk.
Okay, sir. Sir, one friend asked me, he's attend today's class, but he can't, still he don't pay the amount fees, exam fees, anything. He asked me, suppose I paid today or tomorrow, is possible to attend the coming classes 22 after 22?
Yes, definitely. The system will give us a report. Those who are actually the registered and non-registered, and to some extent the repeaters are also here. I have already noticed. Some 12 repeaters have already come. That also we have taken here. So all those things will be there, sir. Don't worry. That you can accordingly you can make use of all these sessions.
Okay, he attend today's class. He asked me now.
No problem. You can tell them.
Okay.
Anything to be on the subject topic? Because madam is there.
Thank you.
Okay, nothing on the subject now? Okay. Okay, thank you one and all. So, see you tomorrow morning, 6 o'clock, sharp, for business regulatory loss compliance. Okay. Thank you, Madam Ji. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Namaste.
Thanks.